We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the set. Right, 77. Watch out now, 52. Red, sniper.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw it into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Mon. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jets at 9-1 on the year. And their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. Disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
And it's a run they can refer back to as they continue on with their season. Okay, a little bit of a disappointment now, but they put together a streak before. Let's see how they rebound after that one and start to push forward.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start by running the option to the right, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Hey,
Diggs going in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay, ready? And cycle.
On second down, it's Walker. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Bond going to throw it. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Second down and goal. On. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. people like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. But these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Rodgers. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
26. Hey, 26.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Hall running right to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Get 300. Get 300. 50. 30.
From the 36, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Davion Taylor able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Slot man moves right. Mon looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here's Hardman to return.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Chase Claypool from 13 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Mond looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's Mond. And Walker has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Mond to the air on 1st and 10. The 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Here's Walker. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. On second down, a run with Hall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
26. Over here.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Rodgers to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. Back to the ground with Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers completes it to Hardman. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Locates Hardman for another catch. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Mon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Bond going to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Ready up.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
10 seconds.
From the gun, here's Mon. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Oh, just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
50, 30.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run with ball.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And it's caught. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Back to throw, Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He's back to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Jets, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.